Hello, everybody. Welcome into the channel. This Saturday night, it's raining here, which is good. Anyway, let me be right back. Yeah, it is Saturday night, and we got rain, which is a good thing. Been busy last couple of days around the outside and getting things done and ready to start planting garden. Probably maybe next week. I'm not sure yet. We'll just have to wait and see. It's a little early yet. So I'm wanting to think about mid-April. We'll plenty enough time. But yeah, I had to replant some seeds that we'll see how they do. I'm planting some cherry tomato seeds. We're gonna see how they do as far as sprouting. My cucumbers and my squash plants that I planted seeds for is doing pretty well. And I can show you one. But this is one of the cucumbers. Doing pretty well, isn't it? Nice, healthy plant. And the squash is somewhat decent. Yeah, I had to just redo. Only got two tomato plants coming up from the seeds that I planted, and we'll just see if they'll stay focused and keep growing. But if they don't, I mean, I tried. Sometimes seeds, it depends on where you get them at. Uh, you're just kind of shooting in the dark anyway, really. you know, seeds. I don't know, but in 7 to 10, I planted them yesterday. The cherry tomato seeds. So 7 to 10 days from yesterday, we'll see what is going on, and by that time, I would say it won't be too long after that. They might do to be planted outside in the garden. We'll see. If half of them make it, it's good. I'll have to dedicate one row to them, just in case. But yeah, I'll probably have to buy some plants to set out. Normally have to do it anyway. Um, that's just the way it is, when you're dealing with seeds. Uh, You can play with them and doctor them all you want. They're either grow or they're not going to. You know, this is the way that goes. And anyway, yeah, I've been doing that, and it's generally going around and doing a little repair work here and there around the outside lawn ornaments and stuff like that. And about it, really. Uh, Started wanting not to do one tonight, and this cause I didn't care to, really, to be honest. Hello there, Janet Potter. Welcome in there. Been trying to battle the, I guess, allergies too on the side. And one time I ain't coughing, I'm sniffling, and just general all around ickiness, you know. But once I'm outside, I'm okay, you know. It just, at least you know it's around anyway. But yeah, Janet, if you come, in case you didn't catch the first of it there, yeah, there's been planted some more seedlings, uh, some cherry tomatoes. Yeah, excuse me. Uh, I doubt. I don't know. I don't think I'll be planting anything next week. I doubt it, simply because I don't have anything ready yet. I might have to go out and see what different places have as far as plants. My usual places I go get them. I haven't checked them yet. See what kind of variety. Um, there's only a couple other varieties besides the cherry that I'm going to plant, and that's what I call yellow tomato and some Roma. Those pretty good. I like Roma. I like beefsteak too, but you know, yeah. I tell you, I ain't gonna do no corn. I decided against it. I'm not gonna plant no corn this year. I can buy it cheaper, and I can fool with it. I mean, you know, if it come down to it, a person could plant corn and defend it better. You know, if it come down to it, but I'm just not gonna deal with it. Then again, I could change my mind before. You know, that's happened before. I've changed my mind toward the last of when I get to planting, and you know, I get a big wild hair, as they say here, and oh, I'm gonna go ahead and put 2 rows out anyway. Yeah, I didn't start well, it's been about 2 or 3 weeks since I done my beefsteaks and the seedlings, and I've only got 2 that's coming up, and that's due to the fact of the seeds. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, because everything else that I planted at the same time, or Janet, is doing pretty well. All right, there's one tree that's pretty much nothing, and that's just the way it goes. Yeah, I could have direct done my cucumbers that way, but they're pretty good right now. They're doing pretty well. Excuse me. Here we go. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. I got one, two. Let's see. I got three, four, five, six cucumber plants. So that's plenty. That six cucumber plants. That's plenty. And I'll be giving half of them away anyway. So I do about every year. Give them away. Just I don't want to see nothing wasted if I can keep from it. And but yeah, I'll probably do some. I don't know. I said I ain't gonna do no corn, but if I done any at all, it'd be like 2 rows, maybe a row. I don't know. We'll just have to see. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, you know. But yeah, let me get here where I can. I may freeze up a little bit, but I gotta do. Oh God, let's see. I'll probably freeze up on you just a little bit, but here for it come checking something else here. So bear with me. Yeah, we got a nice little rain here. Started about 6 o'clock, 6:30, and it's been pretty good little rain. Still raining, and that's good. Gives everything that's outside a good drink of water. You know what I'm saying? Good drink of water. Yeah. I got that taken care of. Yeah. Yeah, they done pretty well there, Janet. Better than I thought they would do, and that surprised me. But I've been taking them out of the house during the daytime and letting them get direct sunlight, and that's what shot them up there. That direct sunlight. And I use these grow lights here of a night, you know. But these seedlings I planted yesterday, well, I didn't do it today, but because it's so dead Jim windy today, it would blew the top off. Probably would have blown them over and scattered them. No telling where, but uh, probably Monday I'll start setting them out and let them get that nice natural sunlight and keep them well watered. That's the main thing, keeping them well watered. Not too much, but I generally do it of a night. I take a spray bottle with and on mist and mist it real good and get that ground good and wet. Leave it alone. Oh yeah, you better go check on it there. We just kind of hanging out here. I'm not going to be in here too long tonight. I'll let everybody know closer to the time. That's why I started at 9:30, because I'm not going to keep it in here late. I got it early morning. I got church in the morning and stuff like that, and I want to be refreshed and stuff. I'm not going to be all sleepy eyed. This rain is a good soothing sound. I like it. My weather radio went off a couple of times, and that was good that it went off. It was a severe thunderstorm southwest of us, uh, in another county. I looked on the map. It wasn't nowhere close. Well, it wasn't. We wasn't in no danger or anything, but it did storm her just for a little bit. It didn't mount much, but it, you know, could start it. Yep. No, I just been the last couple of days. Just been in between my mowing. I just been working on things around in the yard and stuff. Fixing this and that and this that needs to be done, and stuff like that. I'm kind of anxious to get into the garden, but I'm not going to rush it. Like I said a minute ago, I don't have anything ready to plant. So, well, outside of those cucumbers, I can probably plant them. I say by the middle of night next week, they'll be ready to stick in the ground. So we may plant them first. They may go in the ground first. May do it. Yeah. I don't know. I used another bottle of Milk-O-Grow that I use on spray on fog. I fog it, and I've been getting them a little squirt about every 7 days or every 5 days, just a little lightly mist. Instead of watering them, I just use that when it's time to water. Uh, they won't be due till I say another 2 or 3 days, and I'll use that again. I believe that. I'm pretty sure that's what brought them cucumbers up like they were, because they was barely coming through the ground, and they had the plastic top on the tray, and I could see them when I watered. They were just barely, coming through. Some more than others. So I mixed a little bottle of that Miracle-Gro up there, and instead of getting them regular water, I gave them a shot of that. Next day, I come in here next day, looked at them. Oh my God, looked like they shot up. They shot up overnight. Hey, don't let nobody tell you that Miracle-Gro don't work, because it does. It's been around for years. People that I have always used that. It works. It does work. Because back in the olden day, of course, they didn't have Miracle-Gro back then, but they used seeds and sprouted seeds and everything. What did they use? Actual, natural, rich dirt that they normally got either out of the woods or a tree stump or something like that, and that's where they started their seeds from, something like that. Now, when we used to raise tobacco, when we would make our tobacco beds, uh, on one end of the tobacco bed, we would sow tomato plants. And at the same time that we were sowing the tobacco plant seeds and everything. And they all pretty much come up at the same time. And we were ready to set tobacco about the first week in May. So don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it, because you can. I've been there and done that. But you're still gonna have frost. You might have a little touch of frost even back then, but not very. Where we had our crops at was no threat of that, because it wasn't in no valley or anything like that. Of course, if you was in a valley now, you would probably be a threat to frost. But yeah, oh yeah, there you are, Janet. Barry, come back in there. I'm back. My blueberry bush is too heavy with berries. Well, ain't that just wonderful, though? Too heavy with berries. It's got so many berries on it that it's leaning it over, huh? You might have to get you a big old stake and drive beside it, a wooden stake. Uh, you could get you one about, like, if you get one as long enough to reach to about middle ways of your chest, take it and drive it right next to it, and then take your little string and lightly, loosely tie it. That way it'll stay up. That way you won't have to worry about it. But yeah, that's great. You got that many on there that it's bending it over like that. That's pretty good. Yep. One can always. I like blueberries. I like blueberries and pies and meaning cobblers and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I like blueberries. You know, there's so many, you know, things that we could plant that we could benefit from later on, but like blueberry bush or apple trees or stuff like that. I've been thinking about getting about 3 or 4 apple trees and taking them back here in the back and planting them. I probably won't get to enjoy them myself, but somebody will someday. You know. Yeah. Well, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I get you. There's something good and stout, and drive it in there, and you know what you're doing. I've had to do some of my tomato plants like that before. They get so dad you many tomatoes on there that they were just leaning it over. And I'm talking about these big beefsteak tomatoes. They were full. I had several plants that was full of things. You almost felt sorry for the plant because it was just like it's like it's like laying over on the ground. You go to pick it up and it's heavy. All them big old fat beefsteak tomatoes on there. You know. But if that's a good thing. The way I look at it. If you're in that situation where you have to stake them up because they're overloaded, hey, that's a good thing. Yeah, every time. I don't know. This Dad Jim climate has got a whole lot to do with uh, seedlings. Oh, you'll love them. You'll love them. You love them once they start producing and taking off. You'll go, oh my lord! I mean, I like the beefsteak tomatoes because and bring them in there and and then slice them off and put them on. I'll just eat them. There's a lot of different types you can get, purple beefsteak and stuff like that. Some of my beefsteak seeds come from the library, which they might have been good, but then again, how long did they have them before? Uh, you know, what kind of conditions were they kept in? Was it a night a cool place or something like that? Not overly humid or something. Yeah, I done Roma and cherry last year. I was surprised with my cherry. My cherry done very well. I mean, they were just like falling off the plant and just laying on the bottom there. You just pick them up. I don't know how many buckets that I picked up off the ground. They done really well, and like I said, I got two different types. I got one. It's called a honeycomb hybrid, and the other one is just a jelly bean cherry tomato. So them honeycomb ones are yellow. There's berry. Oh, you can't depend on YouTube for notifications. No, you're not. No, that's not going to happen, Barry. I'd hate to have to depend on YouTube for an important reminder for something because you'd be hurt. You know, I'm gonna tell YouTube to uh, set the alarm. I'm gonna set the alarm so YouTube will remind me to get up in the morning. Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah, I seen that. I didn't particularly like it. I didn't like none of them left behind. Uh, I thought they're so far, but yeah. But anyway, yeah, going to be celebrating Resurrection Sunday tomorrow. I don't call it by the other name because that's not what I do. Yeah, I say the books were better. You know what? That's what I've always said about all these movies that were made from books. The books were always better. They were more detailed and everything. For example, The Lord of the Rings, which I have a complete copy of The Lord of the Rings right over that I've read all the way through, and I've got the book of The Hobbit I read all the way through. And when they first come out, and that was before the movies come out, and there was so much that they left out of the book. I mean, there was some different. I understand that they couldn't put everything in there, but there was some stuff that they could have at least added a little something to it, or at least had a third movie and stretched it out. But what they done, they instead of stretching it out 2 or 3 movies, they just put it on 2 movies. That was it. You know, uh, let's say Return of the King. Uh, there was oh yeah, uh, this is my book of my Hobbit. I mean, The Lord of the Rings. I got that book before the movie come out. Well, the before I seen it, I know the movie had come out, and I got this book, and I'm glad it did now because you couldn't find this book nowhere. I mean, you not like this one, and it's pretty good. I like the look of it, book. But yeah, that movie they left so much out that they could have incorporated it just a little bit into it. But some of it was okay. When they went to the mountain and everything, that was pretty much uh, close to the book, pretty much. But the book is always better because, see, when you're reading it, your brain is putting out, the images of what you're reading. And there's nothing wrong with a movie like that from a book, but keep in mind that they're not going to be the same. Yeah. Well, it ain't so much that, Barry. That's got something to do with it. Uh, but that's a different rabbit hole that I can't go into right now. But yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, it was. I never read the books, so I didn't know what was. I didn't have to read the book. I read the book, which is the Bible. I've read the book, and that's the only thing I need to know. But anyway, books from movies. I mean, movies from books in general. That's generally the way it goes. They're going to cut stuff, and unless you've actually read the book, you'd never know. I mean, how many people that's watched the movie, the Lord of the Rings movie, had actually read the book all the way through. Not that many. And just like the Left Behind, it's not that many. And that's where they can get by with that, see. Uh, and some movies from books are pretty good. Some of them are right on the money. You know, uh, they don't tell everything as the book does, but they're pretty close. They don't leave no gaps to where you're having to sit there. And if you never read the book, you would catch it on, sometimes there'd be little gaps that, well, how, what are they going to do about so and so or this and that? They just kind of leave it hanging out there. But yeah, that's the way it goes. I've been aiming to get back into the reading the Lord of the Rings, but good God, it's so drawn out. The Lord of the Rings, that book I just showed you, it's drawn out. You got to just sit down, and just take your time at it, and not try to. You can't read it in a day. There ain't no way. And if you did, you're not going to get anything from it. But yeah. Oh, I sent you a link, Barry. You can come up, check your messenger. I'll drop a link here in a little bit in the chat. As soon as like I said to her, I'm not going to be in here too long tonight. I might cut it off for about 11:30, 12 o'clock. Because I'm going to get up in the morning. I got some things I got to do before bed and stuff like that. I started once and I'd do one tonight, but as I said earlier, but heck, I wasn't doing nothing anyway at that particular time. Never seen that one, Barry. Never seen that one. You got to be careful when you get into some of these different exoteric views. If it's not biblical, and stay away from it. But I've never seen that movie. That back in '73 and all that, they did come out with a whole lot of movies like that. And I think I went. There was one movie, The Late Great Planet Earth. Hal Lindsey produced it, and that was a good one. But it was also taken from Revelation in the Book of Daniel. So The Late Great Planet Earth. Um, I think I may have a copy of it on DVD in my collection. I don't know. I have to look. But yeah, it was back when I think it come out in late '78 or '79, something like that. But I remember going to the cinema and watching it. And yeah, it kind of brought back some memories there. as a kid, when you're watching that, it was kind of scary in a way and interesting at the same time. And like now, as a Christian, that stuff really don't bother me anymore. I mean, I can watch it, and understand it, and it's all good. But to someone who's not a Christian, that's a different story. Um, but there's a lot of esoteric teachings out there that you got to be careful. Just because and a whole lot of Baptists you got to be careful. And a whole lot of Church of Gods and so forth and so forth. You got to be careful. But the premise behind the Left Behind series is good. It gets people thinking and everything like that, which it should, and it should scare some people. It should do that, and it does to a certain extent. I guess one could say a little bit. They got good intentions. Just put it that way. Now, Kirk Cameron, I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to judge him or anything like that, but they're from a different belief from what I found out that I don't agree with. And because it's not biblical. It's not me that's not agreeing with it. It's because it's not biblical. And right off the top of my head, I can't remember what it was that I read about it, but that's a different rabbit hole that we'll go down some other time. But it's out there. They're don't be discouraged on anything. I mean, but just use your judgment. But getting back to the books and stuff and the movies, Airport 1977. If anyone's seen that a movie, I've seen it. Airport, and I've got the paperback. Right here. And I've also got the book of Roots. And this is the book, the paperback version of Airport 77 that the movie was made from. And I've yet to read this yet, but it says now a major motion picture from Universal. That'd be interesting to read. And like I said, I got this Roots. It's an older copy. Older. The pages are brown, really brown. Maybe if I can look and see what the copyright date is on this, I can tell you how old this book, the paperback is. Let me get my magnifying glass because my glasses. $1976 is the copyright, first copyright, and there ain't no more besides that. First Dell printing, November of 1977. So this is the first printing of the book Roots, which, as everybody knows, that there was a movie made from that also. So those are the type of books that I look for when I'm out at these thrift stores and stuff. original, unique books and stuff like that. We'll stick these back over here, and I got to rearrange some of this stuff because I'm running out of room. I'm gonna do a book dump before too long, and I've got a bunch of books that I'm gonna take and deliver somewhere, and get them out of my hair, so I can make room for the ones I want to keep. But yeah. Yeah, I never seen that Time to Run there, Barry. I'll have to look at it, look it up there. Time to Run. Oh, Tubi has it. Oh, okay, okay. Let me write that down, and so that I may sample it myself. Time to Run. Sounds like a Time to Run. It sounds like some kind of cops and robbers. Well, it's time to run. Oh, and they say it might cool down just a little bit, not much, but it'll cool down a little bit. I can tell the difference now. That wind feels good. I got my front door open still. Then the air blow in and circulate. Oh. That's what I like about Tubi and different streaming services like that. You can watch all kinds of movies and older movies too that you just kind of pop in your head, that you, oh, I'd like to watch that again, and search through there and you'll find it on one of them platforms. I've got a crap load of DVDs out there that I could watch. Don't never do it. Thank you there, StreamYard, for not letting me know that there's someone in the basement.
I had my volume up for that last movie. You about blasted me out.
Huh. Yeah. Yeah, I tell you, Barry, I don't know if you can find it on Tubi or not, but that late great Planet Earth by Hal Lindsey, that's a good one. But like I said, it's back in the 78, 79 when it come out in the cinema. And we went and watched it as a kid. I was probably 14 or 15, maybe. Something like that. Maybe 16.
Wait, what? You were a kid? Wow.
Yeah, once upon a time I was. Some might say I still am, but that's their opinion.
I thought you're always old.
That's their opinion, not mine. They're the ones that has to correct their opinions. But that's okay. I want to be a kid sometime. Oh, Janet, the late great planet Earth. It focuses on the Revelation and Daniel. It's produced by Hal Lindsey. I think I've got a copy of it. I'm not sure. I think I have a copy of a lot of things, and I go look for it and I don't have it. I think my brain tells me, lets me think I do, just to keep me quiet. Oh, you got a copy. Don't worry about it. Okay, then I won't watch it then. Right. You taking notes? Well, you can take notes there. Write that down there. Yeah, you'll find it there. I guarantee it. There's Crazy Lifetime Homestead there. Hello. Yes. Hello. Hope you're getting some rain down your neck of the woods there, Crazy Life. We're getting some rain up here. I'm pretty sure you did get some rain because it come through there through your neck of the woods. And it's still raining a little bit. Yep, well, that's good. We all need some rain. We can use it. Oh, what have you done the most of today, Barry? Anything?
No, just watch movies.
Yeah. I was piddling around today, not a whole lot of anything much, just kind of piddling around out in the yard. Just as I said earlier, I was out there fixing stuff that need to be fixed, and rose bushes and things like that. The wind had wreaked havoc on my windmills. Bought a brand new one of them plastic ones at the Dollar Tree. It spins around. I had a stake made for it, where it could move around freely. Boy, that wind broke one of the pedals off of it. In 2 days, it broke it off.
Yeah.
I said, and I patched it up, but they don't last. They don't. I don't know how many I bought. I like buying them. I like, I know they ain't gonna last. I don't know when they make them things. I guess they figure that they're gonna last, but they don't know our weather here. Yes, you found us, or Shawnee.
Oh, good, because I felt lost.
Well, Shawnee, you found us, so now what?
What about the movie The Dark Tower?
Is that an animated movie?
Oh,
Dark Tower. I've heard. It seems like I've heard of that before, but I can't remember.
Let's see. It's got. Could ever think of the guy's name?
Sounds like I've heard of that movie. It's an old movie. I'm thinking.
It's about 8 years old, I guess.
Oh well. I don't know.
I didn't know movies aged.
Well, I like watching them older ones like that back in the
King
70s.
movie.
Huh?
It's Stephen King.
Oh,
So
well.
it's Matthew McConaughey and
Oh God, Matthew McConaughey.
Idris Elba.
Oh yeah. She played on Fantastic Four one time. That movie.
She didn't have very. She didn't. She's one of the people that dies.
Oh, I'm surprised they killed her off.
Well, yeah, because Matthew McConaughey plays the bad guy.
Oh, well, he'd make a good one.
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey.
When his age started taking a toll on his looks and started
Yeah,
old,
yeah.
started doing the typical. I'm gonna get plastic surgery, but no, I didn't have plastic surgery. And they don't even look like themselves anymore. Like Michael Jackson, he had 100 looks before he settled on that last one. He just looked like somebody reanimated a corpse.
Did you see that? Is that what it was about?
Yep.
Oh,
It should have had a sequel because the way they ended it, a little boy goes back to the other world. He leaves Earth behind,
mhm.
goes with a gunslinger, and he said, "Besides, I could use your help. This boy's got psychic powers, and he's like got all the typical psychic powers." And that kind of leaves you hanging. You're like, okay, can I have part two, please?
Well, I said they probably was thinking about making a part two, and they probably fell through, and they didn't. That's generally how that works. That's why they leave them little cliffhangers out on edge there. But
Yeah, I know, but it's
yeah,
follow,
it's aggravating. It's aggravating.
follow it up.
I don't know how many movies that I've seen that have done that, and you're going, okay, maybe they're gonna do a part two or whatever, sequel to it. No, that's the last you see of that series. There's nothing else. Crazy Life must have Googled it.
Honestly, though, McConaughey did a pretty good job as the villain, but I think that Christopher Walken could have done it just as well, if not even better. But the thing is, they went with McConaughey because he still looked young.
Christopher Walken.
Walken's like 83 years old now, so
He typically plays the bad guy and all those evil bad guy in those movies. He does a great job on that. He brings the character out, or whatever. The that one movie that he played a Gabriel or something like that, and that was a good. I can't remember the name of it. Saved my life, but that's a pretty good one. I'll think of it tomorrow. Right now, I can't think of my brain ain't programmed. But yeah, sit there and look at something, trying to figure out what you're going to do. Your brain's not even working, and can't sleep.
been on my table all day.
Ha! They're growing because that's why they sleeping. They've been growing. Oh boy! No, that's about all I've done today. Sit outside, enjoyed the day and kind of piddled around out and about in the yard. That's about it. You know, I think this rain will ease up on the sinuses a little bit. Could. Good rain typically brings it down. Allergies. And it's still raining. Oh. I might have to go in there and get me something to drink, clear my throat. I'm hoping so. I hate when my sinuses act up. Yeah, that's aggravating. That Jim pollen flying around there and everything. You look on your car hood, and it's got that green little coat on your car hood, and mine's underneath the carport, and still got it.
Yeah.
And
I remember a time when you could look up at that cedar tree up behind my old place and see the pollen just blowing off and just built.
oh yeah, I've seen that.
There like a cloud.
Yeah, I never did. I never did have any problem with sinuses until I started working in the factory, working inside. And then after that, that's when it started. When I was working out in the about, there was Mo. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello. How we doing? Oh. Yeah. I hope this rain does settle the pollen down a little bit.
That'd be nice.
But I don't
Blowing
think
through my nose all day.
it may settle down a little bit, but it'll be right back again. That's just part of it.
What are you guys doing for tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I'll be going to church, and then after that, the rest of the day be free.
It's supposed to be a nice day tomorrow too.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's not gonna be really cold. It'll be like the 60s or something like that.
No. We need a little bit more rain. I'm sorry, but rain.
We could have some more rain. That wouldn't bother me at all.
But I think we're approaching that dry.
I hope not.
Drought stuff.
Yeah. Well,
this is the time of year we have most of our rain.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy weather. It's hard to tell what it's going to do from one week to the next. Really, I don't think the weatherman even know.
This is true.
I really don't think they even. I think a lot of times they're just kind of. They used to do a projection on that. Now they don't even do that. They're doing it at a week, about a 5-day forecast. They won't do much more past that.
I remember my first year here was 2024, and I planted the garden. I planted the green beans, and they got flooded. And then I planted them again, and they got flooded. So after the fifth time, they finally took.
Yeah, I remember that when it rained seemed like about every day.
Yeah. Down here it was like a deluge. It flooded the whole place.
That was the year that nothing grew. You couldn't get nothing started. I was late getting my garden started because of that.
Yeah.
I can remember that. And you never know when it's going to happen. I mean, that's the problem. You don't know. We could come into a season here, it'd be raining for a month.
That's why I haven't planted anything. I'm afraid that it's going to have a frost. And I'm like, I don't need a frost. It just needs some.
Yeah, I really ain't got anything ready right yet, except into my cucumber. That's about it. They're not ready, but about another week they will be probably. But other than that, I ain't going to even. I'm gonna wait till about mid-April before I even think about it.
Mm.
And that'll be.
I was actually, my husband wants to redo the greenhouse with some plastic, the clear plastic roofing.
Mm-hmm.
And I've given up on the frame of it itself. I'm just like, just trash it. I'll go to or Temu and go get one of their greenhouses and just stake it down. Because I'm just tired of playing with this thing.
Yeah, I couldn't keep one here. I couldn't keep a greenhouse here. Say my wind would it keep me busy trying to patch it with wind blowing it.
Yeah, I mean the plastic finally blew off the back end of it 3 days ago.
The only way to have a greenhouse, or really a good stable one, is to make it solid, like out of glass or plexiglass or something like that. And that's the only way to have a stable one that.
I think it being out in the open like that is another problem. So if I have it like in the corner nook of where trees are, it might have a better chance.
Yeah, something to block the wind is always helpful. Yeah, we get our wind. I'm sure you probably do too. We're out of the west, southwest,
Mm-hmm.
and it blows through. Golly, I never seen nothing like it.
Yeah, it's been bad the last few weeks. It's been like 20, 30 miles an hour.
Oh yeah, every day, all day. I was out yesterday. I was out there in the front yard, sitting down, trying to plant my cherry tomato seeds, and I was being ever so careful because I said, "Oh my God, here I am going to be out here, this wind blowing like this, and it's going to blow it out of my hand." I was clutching my hand a certain way, just taking my time, picking one out of my hand and moving it. I should have done it in the house, but I was wanting to enjoy the sunshine.
Afternoon sun.
Yeah, but I made it through it with no accidents, so done pretty well. We'll see how they do 7-10 days from now.
Well, I just got my onion order in, so I've got onions to plant. So tomorrow I'm going to be tilling up the garden after Easter breakfast. Mom's taking out to Cracker Barrel for Easter breakfast, and then
I'm gonna probably till mine. I'm gonna probably till mine probably Monday or two, just retill it and everything after this rain and stuff. And
I haven't touched mine yet, so the rain ran right off of it.
They come out and plowed it and tilled it up for me, and now I got to take my tiller out there and
loosen it up a little more.
Loosen it up a little bit, and then I ain't gonna put no fertilizer on it until I get ready and work it in. I ain't gonna have a bigger plot this year anyway, so about I left a third of it off, so didn't need that much. I ain't gonna grow no. I doubt if I grow any corn. Then again, like I said earlier, I might change my mind for the last. I think I might want maybe two rows anyway.
Yeah, there's no time in trying.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I like corn, and if 2 rows, I can manage 2 rows, and you can better manage it, and keep the critters out of it. 2 rows. Mm-hmm. They can't hide too well with 2 rows. But then again,
I have to put the fence around it. So.
But then again, it is. Yeah, you have to put. I have to put something around it. I have to do something.
Fence and gun turrets and landmines.
I have to get if I don't have electric fence, but I should have got one. But stick one up around it, and it would take care of it. That's the only way. I don't have
electric fence. I have the mobile fence, but I didn't get the charger for it. So I have a fence to keep the rabbits out. But
I know somebody they told me they said that's the only way.
Yep.
To keep them coons out of the corn is the.
My problem is the rabbits.
And they also told me a little trick which I'd heard about it a long time ago, but they reminded me of it. they said you can take any kind of scented bar or soap, but they went ivory soap. It's real scented, and take your knife and go down through each row,
Shave it. Yeah.
and there's kind of little shreds in the row, each row, and that smell will keep the critters. It's supposed to keep the critters. You know, they don't like it smell. I mean,
Peppers.
why not try it? You know, it ain't gonna hurt nothing.
Right.
You know.
What's it going to cost you? A bar soap?
Yeah, bar soap. That's it. I guess you can use Irish Spring too. I guess you want to. I don't know.
I was just gonna say ivory's not really that strong of a scent.
Irish Spring.
Irish Spring is.
You can smell somebody taking a shower with Irish Spring about 3 houses down.
I know. Yeah.
Which I use it, but I mean, you know, I would use that before I would ivory because
Irish Spring would be more scented, wouldn't it?
ivory's not as potent as it used to be.
No.
Remember
But
when it advertised as a bar soap that floats?
Yeah.
Well, if I'm taking a shower, there's not enough water for that to float if I drop it. So
I don't know. There's.
Well, when you slice up the bar, make it in chunks because if you put it in flakes, the water at the rain is just going to melt it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make better sense. Yeah.
At least they'll have a couple of rains before it actually melts down.
And your garden smell good too.
It'll be nice and clean.
Yeah, you hear it, you smell that Irish Spring out there. Who in the world's out there is taking a bath out there in the garden? You smell that real strong odor.
All the critters.
Oh, the critters! They look at them. They're all sudsed up and everything. If you put that out there and it'll come big heavy rain for about 2 days, and then the whole garden's sudsed up. Well, you don't have to worry about the critters. They'll be, you know, I don't know. It just anything, whatever works, try it. I mean, like you said, what's it going to hurt? Bar of soap.
Yeah.
You know.
Go to Walmart, pick up a couple of packs, and
or Dollar Tree.
I think it is.
I think Dollar Tree sells it too.
Mm-hmm.
$1 and a quarter tree.
I'm sorry, $1 and a quarter. Sometimes I think it's $1.75 on some things now.
Yeah. No. Actually, I heard that they were adding a $3 section because I guess they realized.
I don't know if I can afford that, Barry.
Inflation.
I don't think I can afford $3 section. I'm going to bypass that section. Barry.
Oh.
Well, I've been down through the $5. They got a $5 section, but I didn't see.
I got my grocery list sitting in it. I've got a shopping cart all set up to order for tomorrow, and there's only 2 items on there above $2.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that the delivery people, the services are starting to charge more because of the gas. That's what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it would be fair for somebody, and I do this myself if I can afford it. I tip them a little bit more because I do realize that they're not going to come out on top.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit of money to get them through the day.
Yeah.
Or to put aside maybe at the end of the week of working, they'll have enough for whatever it is they're trying to cover.
They might be saving up to go to the $5 aisle at Dollar Tree.
But they're losing out. They're losing out as far as gas goes because one, they go to Walmart, right? From home to Walmart.
Yeah.
And then they have to deliver. So logic tells you that they had put at least half a tank of gas in their car,
Yeah. And I don't know what it is down there you're in, Mo, there. $3.99 up here.
With the gas?
Yeah.
359.
Yours 359.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, depending on where you're going, you have 359 to 369, 379. It just
it's
depends on
399
which one you go.
for regular 399. Well, you
My
might well
car
say
takes the flex fuel.
$4. You might well just
Mine
say
takes the
$4.
flex fuel, and I think that they're at 335 for. It's usually about 212. So
You better be
people
you
are
better
eating up the flex fuel so fast they don't even their car doesn't even need it, but they're eating it up so fast because it's so cheap. And then by the time I get there, because my car uses it, there's none left.
Well, you better be glad and hope they don't raise the prices because up here that it is high. The cheapest I seen up here, just around down the road there was $389,
Mm-hmm.
and they only doing that just so they can try to draw people in, which I ain't done it. I ain't falling for that because I ain't gonna get a tank full of water because you don't see that many tankers. When you don't see a tanker all the time there, then you better be a little bit careful. Now I know they don't. I ain't never seen not 5-star or something like that. You see tankers there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not gonna have any.
I usually don't go to a gas station when there's a tanker there for the simple fact that while they're fueling, it stirs up all that dust on the grid on the bottom. And
what you watch for is the frequency of the tankers at each one, and that's how you can gauge whether they're.
Ow, Janet, that's.
Oh my Lord! And I thought 399 was high. 429.
And diesel's 5+.
Oh yeah, it's a let's see. I can't remember what this diesel is outrageous now.
529, I think I saw today.
Oh yeah, and that it's gonna affect things for a while. People might.
You remember when diesel used to be like the lowest amount?
I've seen these guys driving these big these big pickup trucks, and some of them are diesel, some of them are not.
Mm-hmm.
And they're hurting. Oh Lord. They're hurting.
Some guy got his moped out. He was driving one of those big trucks. He got his moped out.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can say it, ain't it?
On the good days, he'd drive the moped, and on the bad days, he'd drive the big truck.
Well, yeah, that's how you got to work it. You got to work it some way or another. I see a lot of people driving their motorcycles, which, I don't know.
Regular gas.
Yeah, just they don't take that much, and but I guess if they could get by with, they drive their side by side on the road. Well, most of them do anyway.
Yeah, well, we went to a marathon the other day. That golf cart that was electric.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm hoping. Oh, well, I don't know. I hope it gets down lower pretty soon, but we better.
What he's predicting is the next 2 or 3 weeks we should be out of this war. It depends on what they do with the Strait of Homo, whatever it's called.
Hormuz. Well, we don't get no oil. We get very little oil out there anyway. We don't get oil.
If he can get out of this war, he's going to open the pipeline up again.
And we ship more oil than anybody else does. The United States does. So
that's what he wants to do. He wants to open up the pipeline enough to, one, keep us, in oil, and two, or fuel.
We don't
those prices down.
Yeah, we don't have to depend on the Strait of Hormuz. Oh, them other countries do, but we're the ones that's in there trying to worry about it. I don't blame them for pulling out, saying just, hey, there you go. There it is.
Well, my husband was saying that Reagan should have taken care of this a long time ago.
Well, they should have been taken care of back in Jimmy Carter's day when we had them hostages over there, and
No, I thought that was Reagan.
no,
Yeah, it was Jimmy Carter.
and
It was Jimmy Carter, but Jimmy Carter had
Reagan,
no balls at the time to. I
Reagan
mean, he
come
didn't
in.
have a Senate actually to work on it, but
Well, Reagan come in there just when he told him, he says them hostages ain't released by the time I take out my oath. Then you're gonna wish that you did. And as soon as he took the oath, they were freed.
Mhm.
I remember that. I remember all that.
Yeah.
But 300 some days they were hostages, kept hostage.
Yeah, Carter was a puppet. Everybody knows that.
But
Carter didn't have a Senate.
Yeah,
I
well,
mean, I'll defend the guy. He did what he was supposed to do, but he didn't have a Senate.
but at the end of the day, I mean, we really don't need we don't get no oil from over.
No.
Very minute.
That's why I don't understand why our prices went up.
It's speculation. That's what I found out. It's gas speculations. They speculated and to get a certain price according to this and that or whatever the different events, and then they jumble the numbers and all this stuff, the big wigs or whatever that's over the oil and stuff like that. And yeah, it ain't got a thing. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Hmm.
It doesn't. And
Well, whatever it is, he's got a plan for it. So,
well, I could say we probably should have never been over there doing that. If we were doing it to opening the straight up, there's no point in that because we don't get much from it.
but that's a problem, or not our problem. That's the politicians' problem is they can't keep their nose out of places where it doesn't belong.
Well, you got the other countries like England and all them. They should be over. That's where they get their oil through there and their commerce and stuff. But
Well,
yet
they're the ones that should have their nose in that business, not us.
But they're not. They won't do it, and that's
And
what
now
Trump's.
they're going, oh, we're going to have World War III here. You know,
That's what Trump told him. He said, "We'll just pull out and let y'all have it."
the reason why Trump is there, one is because of his ego. I mean, I like Trump. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But another thing is that this should have been handled a long time ago, and now that it's in his pocket, and Israel said they were going to strike. He struck because of his ego, and because he wants something done over there that'll be accomplished. So he's wiping them out.
That Iran's still going to be a major threat over there, even when we pull out, because they're not going to go away. Iran's not going to go away, people.
It depends on what kind of politicians they put in there.
Well, they ain't going. The regime, if they did go for regime change, I mean, that would have to be somebody that's pro West, and they're not going for regime change.
Yeah,
Really.
It's a religious thing. It has nothing to do with anything that we can change.
The people that lives there are going to be the ones that's going to have to do it. It's up to them.
Greg said, "Step up now while you got a chance."
Yeah, that's what they told them. Said y'all need to do it. We done the heavy lifting. Now it's y'all's turn. But I just don't think it'll ever be. They're not going to knock Iran down where they'll be, because they play a major role towards the end. And I don't know. I just think it's just none of it makes sense to a certain extent. But I'm just don't want to see us lose any more people over there for something that doesn't amount to nothing.
For us,
just to pad somebody else's pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see that, but it's happened time and time again. If you just think about it, it's always happened. Look at Iraq. We shouldn't even have been it. There was no reason for us to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And it would
It's all politics.
if you start going down the rabbit hole, these rabbit trails, you're going. I mean, it's just pathetic. But all we can do is talk about it. There ain't nothing we can do to change it. Nothing.
We can
But
vote people out.
they're going to do what they're going to do. Yeah. Well, if we can vote people out, there's going to be somebody get right back in there. It's just way.
Yeah, might get somebody worse.
And I don't know. Just
Not
politics.
necessarily. You'll have new ideas, but they still have to pass the Senate.
And
I mean, if you got Pelosi and all these troublemakers out, Pelosi and AOC and Schumacher and
Schumer,
even Gavin Newsom.
Gavin Newsom. He's pathetic. He's about as pathetic as our governor is, thinking he's going to get anywhere in the presidential race.
News.
Oh, Andy Pandy.
News.
Andy Pandy.
Oh Lord.
Pansy.
I've never seen.
I call him Prince Andy. People get so mad. I call him Prince Andy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Prince Andy. Oh, I can't stand that dude. I swear to God. There's some people when you look at them, you automatically can't stand them. He's one of them. I swear. And his daddy wasn't no better at all. His daddy was the same way.
If I ever meet him in person, I'm gonna throw the salute out and say "Mein Führer."
When his daddy was the governor, he didn't do anything either for the state.
Years ago, when he got reelected for this term that he's in now, I swear his photos. I've seen those photos exactly, the setting and the crisp suits for the little boy and the perfect dress for the wife and the daughter. And, I've seen that before. You know where I seen it? The old Nazi films. And that's why I say, if I ever met him, I'd have to say, Mein Führer, because it just takes me back to a lot of that way back.
You talking about our governor?
Yeah. Andy Pandy.
I don't know if he saw any of his campaign photos with his family, but
much crap.
All he had to do was be in that Technicolor, the old where it's colored photos, but it's not like ours what we have now.
Mm-hmm.
And it might as well said taken on the steps of somewhere in Germany. It's just, I'm sorry, but it's what it. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what it takes me back to.
Reenactment?
Yeah, reenactment. I mean, it just something about his family and him just.
Politicians in general, I'll tell you what, you get a good person that's seems like he's good, and he runs and he gets in there, especially in Washington. He ain't there too long till he starts turning, because they get to him. They get to him and they
promise him all the money.
Hey, if you want to play ball, if you want to get somewhere, you got to do this, and this, and keep your mouth shut when you're told to, and stuff like that. And it never fails. And if they're in there like 30-some years, like our Mitch McConnell, oh my, that tells you everything you need to know. If they're in there that long, something
they've been promised they've got the promised land. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm going to call it a night, guys. I've got an early morning tomorrow.
Yeah, I do too. I'm not going to be in much longer myself.
You guys have a happy Easter.
I appreciate you coming up.
Not a problem.
Same
night,
to you.
Good night.
Yeah, I don't know what. This whole situation is just pathetic. it makes no sense, none whatsoever, and I tend not to even pay no attention to it anymore. For the simple fact, what are you going to do about it? Nothing. We can talk about it all day, but at the end of the day, we're not. They're not going to listen to us. Well, common sense seems like common sense has been thrown out the window, along with the baby in the bathwater, and this is what we've got. Um, I don't know. If you just get down to it, brass tacks with it all, you really don't even know what to believe anymore. This stupid AI stuff and everything, fake news and fake stories and everything, it's just like you don't even know what to believe. But I don't know. Somebody else got a live tonight?
No idea.
I don't either. I ain't got no notifications on anything, but so I don't know. But yeah, things are the way they are, and they'll get better or better-ish. I guess that's a word that it could be a lot worse, I guess, but that's the way it goes. Oh boy. Been taking your drone up for the last couple. Well, no, you probably didn't, because you probably didn't take your drone up because it's been so damn windy.
Well, it's not been ideal for over a week now. So.
Yeah, I don't know why you mentioned it. I just had to think about it. No, it's been too windy for that. I don't know. I know one thing though. Those little pinwheels, I like buying them at the Dollar Tree, but man, they don't last long out here in this yard. That wind rim wrecks them, son. And even the real good one, I got a metal one that got it Ollie's back early. It's got 2 pinwheels on it, and it turns on a little ball bearing thing. Well, it even got so rough after it. I had to put one side back on because it knocked the cap off of it, laying there next to it. I mean, it was easy. All I do is just screw it back on there, and then put the wheel back on and screw it back on there. But it had loosened that up over time. And I got a wooden duck that's got 2 little wings that turns. Yeah. I got completely redo that one because the wind. I fixed the wings on it, and the wind would blow them plumb off. Right when you think, but this time I fixed it. It'll stay, which I should have done to start with, but I didn't. Should know better. I gotta get it fixed. I just gotta get me some material for the wood for the wings. Something like paneling. I need about as thick as paneling. And I'm getting it at Peller's Mall. They got them little sections that they sell there at Peller's Mall. And I'm getting one and fix that. Probably waste my time, but I doubt. I'm gonna try anyway. Try it. I guess it's an older. You don't see any of them no more. It's an old piece, but I guess when they made them, they didn't expect the wind to be as crazy as it is now. Oh, I've had to fix my flag twice, and finally had to use zip ties to hold everything in place. Beats all the same lie. But yeah. Ho, ho, ho. Well, well. Oh, excuse me. You ever notice when you talk a lot, you start yawning? I do. I do anyway. Maybe I shouldn't talk as much. Maybe I ought to have a live stream and just do nothing, just sit here like this. Every once in a while, I move around, where people wouldn't think that froze up. Just kind of move around, just, Nobody's ever done that before. I think I'll do it one time. I don't know if I can go an hour without saying something or not. I don't know. I'll get me a cardboard and make me a cutout and stick it in the chair here and walk off. Not that anybody would care, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm always brainstorming things.
I can't believe no one else is doing a live tonight. It's 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it's been pretty dry. I appreciate everybody that's come. We got 3 in the bushes, but I got 3 eyeballs, but that's about it. And yeah, they're eyeballing. But I have not seen nobody in chat other than Janet and Mo. And well, Shawnee, also she was in and out. Ah, did you hear that one? Why not? This is my live. I'll fart if I want to. Ain't nobody gonna smell it no way. Nobody's in here. Oh well.
To the house.
Yeah. See, there ain't nobody in chat to complain about it. So I can fart. And be rude. I don't know. Things are the way they are. Well, they're only as bad as we make it. Sometimes, we seem to think too much of one particular thing, and I used to do that, but I don't do that anymore. I kind of, take things at a 30,000 foot view anymore. And that's the best. And once you can look at everything like that, yeah. Yes, Shawnee, where are you at? Did I bring you out? See, I brought you out, Barry. I brought her out, Barry. See, when I farted, it brought her out. I know it would. You can't hide forever. Okay. You gotta smell it sooner or later. I thought it quit. I thought it had quit raining out there, man. It's come back again. I had to say good night to Mark. I'm here for real now. Well,
yeah. Well, before it was AI.
It
was an AI, Shawnee.
There's a link up there somewhere, Shawnee, if you can find it. But whatever. But I'm gonna. We had days of rain here. Oh well, it's come down pretty good out there now. See what? Oh, they I figured on these cucumbers, I figure I got about another 4 or 5 days on them. They'll be ready to plant. Now these squashes, they're like I said, they were pretty decent. They're pretty decent. Well, you can look at them. We can get right here around here too.
Oh yeah.
That's the squash. And here's my cucumber. I got
Those
6 of them.
They look really good.
They're coming out pretty good. I got a good look to them. I got
We
6 of
usually
them.
had pretty good luck out of the Bonnie plants.
Well, this is the container. It ain't the actual Bonnie plants.
Oh, okay.
Is the container I saved from last year. Put them in there.
That reminds me, I've got that acorn squash in there. The seeds I saved. from
And
last
like I said, I planted them cherry tomatoes yesterday, seeds. If half of them come up, I'll be satisfied. They're yellow cherry tomatoes, or what they call honeycomb hybrids, and the other one is what they call jelly bean. She picked them out. I didn't. I just told her, I said, oh, let's get some cherry tomato seeds. But she picked them out, which the yellow ones, great. I thought they were, she thought they were actual yellow tomatoes, but the bigger ones,
Yeah.
they wouldn't. But I said, no, these are cherry.
Yeah, but the cherry ones have got so much more flavor.
Oh, yeah, they do.
They have more flavor than the big ones.
Yeah, I love cherry tomatoes. I said that, and yellow ones, I thought they were the yellow tomatoes, but the big yellow tomatoes, but they wasn't the yellow cherry tomatoes.
I just feel like you get more out of cherry tomatoes than what you do.
Oh, I did last year. I mean, my plants, I only had like 3 or 4 plants, but my God, they were dumping the cherry tomatoes out. They was falling off the bottom, dude.
Yeah.
They was falling off, and you just get them and pick them up off. I bet you I got 2 or 3 container buckets full of them. Gave a whole lot of them away.
Oh, I know. I got some of them.
Yeah, that's right. I did give you some of them.
Yeah. I got some squash from you too.
Well, I hope we don't have no rain for the next 5 days. At least till let me get something in the ground anyway.
Yeah.
I like to get something in the ground. I mean, I may be able to. I say it's going to be another 2 weeks on that squash, but them cucumbers are ready to go. I say about it another 2, 3, 4 days, and they'll be ready to plant. And by that time, I should have things ready to get going there. And God, I wish StreamYard would let me know, put some kind of bell or something. They don't do it.
I get a notification sound on mine.
There's a setting. You can turn on a setting, Randall, to
okay.
alert you.
Oh, well, let me go.
If you have a updated version, I guess, of StreamYard.
I got the updated version.
I mean, you just use the web to get to it, so it's got to be up to date.
Let's see.
The setting, I probably can't see the setting since I'm not hosting right now.
Guys can see. I got it.
The hardest working mama and gardener in the world.
Play a sound when guests enter. I got it.
Yeah, I'm tired.
I
Yeah, it
clicked.
makes a tone then.
Uh,
Somebody was saying in an update on StreamYard that the name pops
it,
up
yeah,
on
it's
Yes,
different. Yeah, it's different.
the
It's a different logo up top.
screen
it
or something,
yeah
but
when
I
a guest
haven't
pops in, it'll bring it up like a little
been
weird
live
looking banner at the top for a few seconds.
to know if that's a thing or not.
And also, it says here you can maximize and minimize the thing too. You can minimize and maximize. Yeah, minimize and maximize. I don't want to do that. Oh, you go on down there. There we are. There we are. Let me get there where they're supposed to be at here. There we go. I got it straightened out. I was trying to play around with it.
Hey, don't sharpen your claws on my pants. Good Lord.
No, I hope it don't rain no 5 days. I don't think it's going to, but shoot, fire.
Are you wearing
How you
sandpaper
doing?
pants?
Cat was scratching on my leg.
Shoot fire. Oh,
We
I
had
like
days of
I like Shawnee's so-called sarcasm. She tries.
You know, people just don't get me in real life, so I'm glad that my online friends get me.
What we supposed to be
What's
getting?
not to understand? I mean,
Oh, there's not a whole lot. I mean, it's easy. And well,
My
you
tone
know,
of voice and how I say things,
yeah.
people
I don't.
get.
shoot.
I can't talk about it.
Oh
But
yeah,
yeah.
I understand. I understand.
That's actually, it's kind of like it's like me and that delivery girl. You know, it took her leaving to realize she was slightly trying to flirt with me, and I just totally just lost it because I hadn't been, anywhere in the dating scene for years. It's like, wait a minute.
Oh, here
Like
we
I wasn't
go. Talking about
there.
Barry's dating.
Yeah. What's the next move?
Yeah, Barry's dating the delivery person.
What are we
She's the
gonna
one
do?
shot the shot
Mm-hmm.
first, not me.
And that's a new meaning to special delivery.
There's got to be some strategies now.
Mhm. Like, how do you fix it? So, well, look, I've got her phone number. I could text her and say, hey, I'm about to make a Walmart order. You might want to get on your app right now and jump on it. Because I don't know how that works. I don't know if they have like a choice.
I think you're just they get whatever they get. I think that's how it is.
Well, I've watched that Mary's. Uh, I forget what she calls her channel now, but like she seems to have a choice. Like, nah, I don't want that one. Does pay enough? It's too far away. So I wonder if it's like that for all of them.
Barry.
Yeah,
I don't know. I would say they probably can choose which ones they want.
Oh, Shawnee's not going to speak.
Was there a pattern where if you order on a Thursday after 3, it's always her? Is there any kind of pattern?
No, I wish there was. That would make it easier.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be waiting on Thursdays for you.
I can look at my purchase history and figure it out, though.
That ain't much of a
Just it tells you
relationship
the
there.
shopper driver name on each order.
Yeah, when they start shopping for you, because they not only deliver but they shop for you too.
Oh,
I thought it was a different employee. I thought it was like a Walmart employee that did the shopping, but no, it's the person who brings it to your house.
Now,
And
when you order directly, I think now Walmart does their employees do shop. Where you see them out there all the time with them little buggies and stuff.
yeah, but the app says, like Molly started shopping your items, and then it shows like their picture down at the bottom, and then
Uh-huh.
you have either you could text or call
Uh-huh.
that person.
Tell them you. Oh my God! Can you imagine? Telling them you want to go back there in the adult section and you want a certain couple items from the adult section.
Oh my god!
Can you imagine that?
No, no, I can't actually.
And it's her that's doing the order, the shopping for you, and you like, she's like in the back of my head. Do I really want to take this order? Get me some Depends, extra large Depends, and some other things that you know.
So would you want like if we're going into the next, we're gonna hang out, right? Other than you delivering me a service, then would you
That was like that's a twofold question.
would you say like, okay, pick me up and we'll go hang out at Subway? Like, what would you do?
Yeah, probably.
Because I'm guessing you don't want to hang out at your house, you know.
Hey, if she
Let's
wants
go.
to do it, yes.
Let's go to Walmart. Hang out at Walmart.
God. You know what? That's probably happened though. People probably have had a date at Walmart. I mean, just
I think if you use the online dating service, you meet up at Walmart, right?
yeah,
Like
that's like one of the
so
safe
if you,
places.
yeah.
You can shop while you're at Walmart. Yeah.
I've seen people use a police station to meet up.
Hmm.
Like, which kind of makes sense, but then on the other hand, it's kind of weird. It's like,
Well, you want a place that you would almost automatically want a place that's got plenty of cameras and stuff, where you can be in front of the cameras there, where there's a recording of you and this
here's,
other person, and in case
but
they're
here's the
in
problem.
case they're a serial killer or something like that, you know.
Here's the problem I have with that though. The police station makes sense in a safety situation, but now Walmart or Sam's Club or Kroger or anything like that. How many times have you seen videos of people having meltdowns and shit like that? I'm sorry, stuff like that. And everyone just
Yep.
goes, oh, yeah, that's happening. And they go on about their business.
Well, you know, of course, it ain't gonna be no safe environment, you know.
This is America.
But you got them lunatics. At least it'd be on some kind on Walmart's camera. You know, I guess if you didn't want to go to a police station, I don't know, go to.
If you choose a police station and they turn it down because it's a police station, there's
Yeah,
a red flag.
that's one red flag right there. No, sorry, we'll see you later. I got things to do today, so we can't go on our date at the police station. But I don't want to go to a police station, man. I got 15 warrants. I ain't going to Popo.
Yeah,
It's
it's
been
good
up to
to run a background check on people just for fun. There's websites for that to help you for free.
Yeah.
You just need their name.
Anymore, I tell you what, you better be running something.
It's tricky though because people, if you run a Minnesota search, what if they got in trouble in Wisconsin? I'd have to run a Wisconsin database to figure out that part of it because it doesn't show up on the Minnesota side.
Yep.
My Microsoft is trying to install stuff, and then it says it can't do it, and then it's doing it again, and I wish it would stop.
Well, that's
Stop doing
Microsoft
that,
for you.
Microsoft. Clearly it didn't work. Knock it off.
But they ain't gonna stop them though. They'll still want to do it. Bill
It
Gates.
popped up 4 times now since I
Bill
sat
Gates.
here.
That's Bill Gates back there with his like keyboard in his lap, beating on it. Yeah.
There it goes again. Installation failed.
Huh.
Okay. You gotta
It's
stop
failed.
now.
Maybe it's trying to penetrate your firewall.
It didn't ask you to do any installation, so stop. It's the same one that's been. It's this update for or whatever this is. What the thing is trying to do. It's been happening for a month now. Every time I turn the computer on, it wants to do this thing, and then it fails.
Yeah. If it's automatic updates, well, I guess you have to keep it on. You can turn that feature off, but I guess since it's not your computer, you have to keep it on.
Yeah, I'm not the admin at all. I haven't bought my own computer still. I got closer to buying one. I got like a list of 3 to look at, but I haven't paid for it and ordered it.
Yeah. Laptop or desktop?
I'm gonna do a desktop.
That'd be better.
Yes. Yeah.
Laptop's okay when you're on the go or stuff like that, but if you want to do your home stuff, desktop's better.
We plug it into a TV and watch TV, you know? I'm running it. I mean, the thing is on for hours and hours and hours. And that means I'll probably have to learn how to set up a camera, like the laptop, but the camera's in it. I don't have to do anything. Desktop, I'll have to.
A lot of them is plug and play.
Okay.
The camera. This camera here, plug and play.
Okay.
I
was thinking a Logitech or something.
Yeah. All of them's plug and play. Even the mic plug and play.
Yeah, I like my headset.
I guess a headset's okay. Yeah, I mean, I've never used one, so
I like it because then I can move around.
I
feel like if I had a mic that I had to stay near, that would cause problems.
Nah, I don't. Look, I'm about 1.5 feet from it. Mm-hmm. I may sound a little bassy, but
we have winds came. There must be some kind of front going through.
Yeah.
Because we had like 3 days of rain, which is fine because they were saying it would be snow. North of me got snow. Mm-hmm. I just had hail and rain.
Yeah.
And now wind.
It's raining out there right now and the wind's blowing a little bit, but I can feel the hail. The temperature's changed. I can tell that much.
Yeah, I had pea-sized hail.
Wow, Mary.
Wouldn't that be great if it was actual peas?
I would love that.
Yeah. Watch over with a bucket and catch all them peas falling down.
Yeah.
You can have supper.
Yeah. I like peas very much.
Me too.
Peas. May I have some more peas? Peas.
I like them fresh from the garden more than steamed or boiled or whatever, but, Yeah,
you can also eat them raw off the vine.
Peas on earth and goodwill to men.
Ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Oh, that was so funny, Barry. I like it. Sarcasm at its best.
Dad joke. Dad cunt.
A dad joke.
Yeah, as you get older,
Oh yeah. I understand. Yeah.
So that's something to look out for, Shawnee. Mark, when he gets older.
I was trying to think if he does that already or not. I don't think so. I don't know.
I thought she was going to say, well, I don't know if he's going to get any older or not. I thought she was going to say that.
Oh, no.
I said, oh my God.
There was this weird conversation that got brought up with my oldest child. And it was like along the lines of fatherlessness is a disease. And I'm like, who are you even talking to?
Oh
What
Lord.
are you talking? What?
Fatherless.
It led to a lot of reassuring that we're gonna attempt to keep
Questions. They
Dad
get
around.
probably at that stage of their life when they're going to start asking questions about different things they've heard and stuff.
There was
And
somebody somewhere had said something to him, and
yeah, that's
I'm
what
like,
happens.
okay, let's dig into
They,
this deeper on what you think it is and what I can tell you.
they
Yeah.
didn't
Well,
think. Yeah,
it's not from school because they're homeschooled, so that's a plus.
yeah.
It was I think it was at co-op. You know, you
Mm.
Oh,
just get people together. It doesn't even have to be a school, but I think it was at co-op when it happened.
Hmm.
We had our first play date this week because I don't invite people over here. I just don't. There's a lot of reasons why. But we had people over this week and nobody bit anybody or was crying. So I call that a
That's always
win.
nobody bit anybody.
how did you
No.
how did how did you resist the urge to bite anyone?
You know, I just made sure I had a snack first and I took my anti-anxiety
Yeah,
medicine, beforehand.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
You
she
gotta
would.
limit it to like an hour and a
I'm glad
half.
I'm glad
She
you
didn't.
played along with
She
Yeah.
didn't. She didn't care what happened because she was so mellowed out that she didn't even care. You know.
You never know with one of my kids what's gonna happen if they're gonna elope, which means like run away, or usually there's a lot of emotional breakdowns with the one kiddo, and that didn't happen. So that was strange, honestly.
Yeah, I got a granddaughter that used to be that way. She was highly emotional.
Oh yeah, it happened in the woods the other day for a
It don't,
nature
it don't
group.
take nothing,
I was
nothing.
like, oh,
It didn't used to take nothing. All of a sudden, she just start. What's wrong with you? She just starts thinking about something,
yes.
and would set her off. Now she
It
don't do it.
was there's
Now
this expectation of how they thought it was gonna go, and it didn't go that way. And it's
since
like,
she got
okay,
into
well, you
since she
know,
got into
it.
other activities, she don't do it no more.
It's a real thing with girls mostly. Um,
Yeah, she was always sensitive.
I went through that with one of mine.
this one is with a boy, but I do have a girl who she will just say, "I don't know why I'm crying," and I'm like, "I hear you." I didn't realize it happened that young, but I hear you.
You're not
Oh,
going to bite me, are you, mommy? Are you going to bite me?
No,
Oh
only
God,
hugs, only
you're not a
hugs.
bite. I hope you're not a biter. That's what I got
The
to do.
the middle child like used to have that problem. I think we're
No,
past that now.
it was a biter, huh?
Yeah, he would bite, he would
huh?
run away, he would just melt down.
As long as they didn't start hiding in the house where you couldn't find them.
Well, okay, it's funny you bring that up. I was trying to get them to do that. I was trying to teach them this is what it feels like if mom says go hide and be quiet for a long period of time to like have that training. And the one kid was in a spot when he got way too hot and he had to come out. The other one couldn't stay quiet. Like it was practice,
I
you know. I
used to
said we
do it
might have to practice this.
when I was a kid. I can remember doing that, just hiding behind doors and stuff. People be looking the house over for me. Oh my God, I
Oh,
got it. When they caught me, I got it.
and then I was telling them, I said, if you took something out of its place to hide there, I know you're there. You
Yeah.
just left this big clue. You have to, if you want to hide purposefully, you, excuse me, that's not a good tactic or strategy for hiding, you know?
Yeah.
And I honestly, I started this routine, not routine, I started this little, I'm gonna call it a game, this game with them. And then I forgot I was supposed to go look for them. But the one kid got hot, like I said, and came out, and I was like, "Oh, I'm supposed to be looking for you right now." That's why it's
Oh,
quiet.
that's why it's
Oops.
quiet in here.
I forgot my own game was going on because I got
Oh my
distracted.
God.
But I didn't tell them that. I didn't tell them I forgot about them. I just said, "Oh, It's time for me to come look for you.
Oh,
So that happened.
yeah. I used to do it when I was little. Like I said, I'd hide and they'd look all over the place for me. And could I got it when they did find me though.
We have a rule, not that we play this game often. This is a new game. We do have a rule where if I say out loud, like you have to come out, like or I need to know where you are, that's different. Like you have to come out and tell me. You're not going to keep hiding.
You tell Mark that too.
I tell Mark a lot of things.
You tell him to go hide, and you go find him, or he tells you that. You go hide, and I'll find you.
I tell him to go easy on himself because of his body and his injuries and stuff. And then he does whatever he wants, and then
Yeah.
later is upset and hurt. Like
Mhm.
tonight, he came home with a blood vessel popped in his arm right here
Wow.
after he went rock climbing
Wow.
with our oldest. And I'm like, I told you to just settle down.
Yeah.
And he's like, I didn't know I did it until I came home. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
It's hard though when your kid's like, come on, do this with me. Do you say, no, my body hurts, or do you just do it, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I've done it. That yeah, many times.
Is
That's why
my
you
sound still? Is my sound still crackling, Johnny?
So it
The
was
sound?
just when I typed it, I don't know if I've been having a bad internet connection or what, but it never
did.
did it again.
You did glitch just a little bit when you first come on.
It glitched a lot on my end
Yeah.
over here, and so I was like, oh, come on.
That's good.
You know.
StreamYard. StreamYard.
Okay.
Oh well.
We tried to go to archery today, but when we got there, it wasn't the youth. They provide the equipment day. It was the day where you bring your own equipment, and we don't own anything at this
Yeah.
time. So we just weren't able to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. And okay, I think I'm going to end it right there,
Oh,
and
okay.
we can hang around backstage for a little bit. So, on that note, we'll end it.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Everybody be good. Thank you,
Bye,
Janet.
one person watching.
Janet
It's probably
Potter.
me.
And
I got it
everybody
open.
be good. And all the eyeballs and stuff. Y'all be good. Take care of yourself. Bye.
Okay.
Bye. Bye again.
Goodbye.